All right, welcome back. I think we're still training for Faulkner.
Yep, we're almost there.
Oh, Joey. Well, I guess Joey's blabbering on about his retata or whatever. If you like our stuff, feel free to subscribe. Share us with someone that might like us too. If you feel like it, you don't have to. Also, check out our Twitter. We're pretty active there at Second Player Show, 2ND Players Show.
Yep.
It's kind of complicated, but you know,
we had to find something that worked.
Yeah, once you find us, you find us. So, like I said in previous episodes, we're thinking about doing more polls, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
We interact with people a lot more there. We respond to comments down below. If you feel like commenting, we've been... In the previous episode, we talked a lot about some of our favorite Pokemon events. Do y'all have any favorite battles? Anything that you've done with like a friend or anything like that?
Yeah.
Like, I'd like to know. You know, everyone has a different story. And I'm poisoned again, so...
You stay poisoned.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, definitely. You guys have any stories, some like awesome battles you've had? Like, you know, share them in there. Like we'd love that because Pokemon is a community. This is what we all love, you know. So, and it's really cool is there was one friend that I was visiting him and he saw that, you know, I had my 3DS. He's like, well, where are you playing? So I showed him and he was like, well, I'm not a big fan of Pokemon. He goes, but I respect you for playing that because that's a lot of work. And I was like, yeah, that's cool, man. You know?
Yeah, things have changed so much since the early days. Yeah. If anyone watching this wasn't around when Pokemon first came out, if you were a Pokemon player, it got popular, but then there were the people that didn't like it.
Oh yeah,
and that's one problem about the school that we ended up both going to at one point.
Yeah.
You were definitely a pariah if you played Pokemon.
Yep.
Yeah, it was just the way it was. I mean, I was a pariah anyway, so it didn't bother me. I was like, whatever. I'm not one of the popular kids, so I'll play Pokemon all I want. But you did catch a lot of hell.
You did. Yeah. See, at my school, before I moved to the school that, you know, where we met, I moved over there in 7th grade, summer going into 7th grade. I was going to school in a different, much larger city, and that crowd was still there. Like, I remember I played Pokemon, and, man, I'd get hassled and made fun of, and I was like, what? Are you kidding me? So we definitely had our group of people that we hung out with, but hey, look at Pokemon now. I mean...
Yeah,
jeez,
it's everywhere. And see, I remember before Pokemon came out, I remember finding a website, and this was okay. So when I talk about the early days of the internet, the experience was completely different than nowadays.
Yeah,
nowadays the internet is with you wherever you
are.
But back then, it was an event. You would sign online, and it used your phone line, and you had to pay not per minute, but it was really shitty.
It wasn't cheap.
Yeah, it wasn't cheap,
and it was slow.
If you wanted to see a picture, even a crappy picture, pictures that today load instantly, would take 45 seconds to a minute to load. And
I remember they'd always kind of load like...
Or even worse, like you're... I'm admitting something here that I shouldn't admit, but I was 11, the internet existed. You'd find things. You'd load down a picture, you'd be like, oh man, she's kind of good looking, and then it would glitch right before it got to the good stuff. And you just sit there.
And just wait.
Oh
my gosh. See, I never did that. My grandfather was much too, like, the computer we had in the house, it was his, so he was very protective over it. But I bet if I maybe looked into it a little bit more, I might have found some stuff. I don't know.
I do remember the story I'm getting to. I was searching the internet, I needed to switch to Spike because this guy has a Bellsprout.
So this is all, and that tower is just all Bellsprout.
Yeah, pretty much. So I was searching the internet for typical weird kid stuff, and like it was 96, I think.
Yeah.
Or 96. It was right before Pokemon came out. I was like, cool video games, you know, things you do when you're a kid.
Right.
When your parents are around and you're not browsing stuff you're not supposed to.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I remember finding a website that was talking about Pocket Monsters and how it was going to come out. And it had pictures of all the Pokemon, all 150, because it was out in Japan, but it wasn't out in America.
Yeah, because it came out over there in like 95, I think.
Yeah, and it wasn't until like late 96.
Yes, that's what I want to say.
Yeah. That it might have been 97.
I want to say it was 96, 97. Yeah. I remember exactly where I was when it hit, and it blew up.
Yeah. But I remember finding this website, and it had Pokemon, pictures of them, and it sort of had them named right, but some of them were wrong.
Yeah.
Like, because they all hadn't gotten their official American names yet.
Oh,
so they were just kind of direct translation, alliteration of Japanese. So...
And that's awkward sometimes.
Yeah. Like Pikachu was called Thunder Mouse.
Yeah, which Sparkle Mouse is actually, which is funny.
So you could tell they were kind of trying, but it was really interesting to me. I thought it was kind of cool, but I didn't know what it was about. And the website back then, the websites that you found, there weren't like big gaming websites.
No,
I mean there were sort of, but it's where IGN got their start, but they were kind of shit, more so than now. There were a bunch of just weird websites you'd end up on where it was just rumors. And I remember looking through all 150 Pokemon and thinking, this is kind of really cool. Like a game where you capture these things.
Yeah. It was innovative. It was different.
Yeah, and then I promptly forgot the fuck about it until it came out. And then I was like, oh yeah, that was that weird thing that I looked at. And I remember not getting it for a while. It took a while to convince my parents to let me get it.
Yeah.
But once I got it, I played the shit out of it.
Yep.
The other game that I had for my Game Boy, because I only had 2 games.
Let me guess. It was is it a color?
No, there was this regular Game Boy. This was before the Game Boy Color.
Yeah. So what I'm thinking is you probably, well, never mind then. I don't know then. Tell me.
Before Pokemon, I had 1 game. After Pokemon came out, I ended up, like, by the time I got my Game Boy Color, I had like 4. But the first game I got for Game Boy was Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening.
I knew it. I should have said it. I should have said it.
And I played that game probably more than Pokemon.
Holy crap.
Before Pokemon came out.
Wow.
To this, why am I still fighting with Rocky?
Yeah, that could be bad.
To this day, Link's Awakening is probably my favorite Zelda game.
And probably most played.
Yeah. But back then it was a lot different. It was really taking a chance on this game because you couldn't go online and watch videos. You couldn't, like, you could just, it was playground rumor.
Yep.
And, you know.
Yep.
But I remember getting a copy of Pokemon Blue, and then I don't think I separated from my Game Boy for years.
Yeah. It was the same way for me. I just remember going to school, and I had a group of friends, and we liked other nerdy things, you know. And then I'll never forget one of my friends. I had the original Game Boy, but then when the Game Boy Color hit, I got Pokemon when I had a Game Boy Color.
Right.
So I probably got Pokemon later than some people. But when the Game Boy Color came out, I remember I was like, I asked for it, and luckily my grandparents got it for me, and then they got Pokemon for me, and that was it. So that's why when you play Pokemon on Virtual Console, you know, and you hit the start button, and it has the Game Boy, that's why that's so awesome to me, because I had that exact same color Game Boy, that purple. Yeah, that's the one I had. I remember we went to the store, and that's the only one they had, and I was like, oh well, I'll do it.
I got a Pikachu edition Game Boy Color when that came out.
Dude, that's awesome.
It's still somewhere. It's probably worth money, and it could probably it could probably be worth something.
Yeah, I would say so. That's impressive, man.
It's stored in some box somewhere, but I keep meaning to change.
That's very impressive, to be honest.
By the time Game Boy Color came out, I had Pokemon, Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening,
DX.
No, I never got DX. The first time I played DX was when it hit the Virtual Console on the 3DS.
I had DX with my Color, and I played that too.
Yeah. I had Dragon Warrior Monsters.
Never heard of that one.
It kind of tied me over till Pokemon Gold.
I got you.
And Pokemon Gold came out, and then my parents ended up buying me, after Pokemon Gold, Pokemon the trading card game, the game.
See, I never knew about that until later.
Yeah, and mainly because they were sick and tired of buying me Pokemon cards.
Yeah, I had a crap ton of cards.
Which I played Pokemon a lot. I had gained a reputation for being unbeatable in the game and almost unbeatable in cards. Actually, one of my friends, he owns a friendly local game store here in town now. He sells Magic cards and Dungeons and Dragons and stuff like that. We met way back in the day because he had heard of my reputation in Pokemon, and came over to fight me. Like, he found out where I lived, knocked on my door. He was like 2 years older than me.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, and came to fight me in Pokemon because, you know, we're still kids, and he wanted the reputation as the best in town, and
this is a town of like 2,500, 3,000.
It's not a very big town, but he wanted to be the best Pokemon player in town. Yeah, and he was good.
Not good enough.
Yeah, I managed. We did 2 out of 3, and he won the first bout, and then I won the next 2. No, I didn't win the next 2. He won the first bout, I won the second, he won the third, I won the 4th and the 5th.
So you went a 3 out of 5.
No, we did 2 out of 3, 2 wins.
Okay,
so,
I got you. I got a little confused.
Wait, no, maybe we did do 3 out of 5.
Yeah, because what you said was more.
Yeah, 3 wins.
Okay.
Or no, we did first to 3 wins. My bad.
Okay. Yeah, I got you.
Which was common at the time. Kind of the established rules for Pokemon the trading card game at that time was you had 3 decks that you carried with you, and then you fought first to 3 wins.
Yep.
And you could swap decks between. It was kind of like playing Pokemon because you had, instead of carrying 6 decks, you carried 3, but it's like, oh, well, you're using this, well, let me use this. You know?
Yeah.
It was really cool, though. Like, he took the loss really well, and we were friends for a long time. We ended up working together later in life for a while. And you know, he's now living his dream, which is running a game store.
That's awesome.
He told me way back in middle school when we were still playing cards, that's what he wanted to do with his life, and he's doing it. And he's doing it well. This city that we're in is notorious about chewing up little game stores and just shitting them out.
Yeah.
There's always kind of problems, and he's really built a community that really cares, and
that's important.
Yeah, and people are actually not horrible when you go in there, so it's a nice place to go.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy is I had cards back then, and I had some nice cards. I know if I still had some of those cards I had back then, oh my god, I had some. Oh, but what sucks is I didn't have a lot of people that played the cards, so they just sit there. And I don't know if you remember this. I'm sure you do, but if anyone else remembers this, I remember back in the 90s, like right there when Pokemon came out, everyone was that whole thing that they're evil and this and this and this, and I had to fight that for a long time. Like on my end, I my cards got sold because of that. I almost had to stop playing the game.
Yeah.
I had to fight. I remember being like, it's not bad. Like, I fought hard.
Well, it's the common thing. Like, something gets big and parents overreact.
Yeah. It sucked.
That was really big.
It sucked.
In the small town that we lived in, too.
It was everywhere.
Oh,
there we go.
But, my cards, my favorite deck, I called it Flashfire, and it was the ultimate build of me collecting the cards and building. And yes, I learned Ember. I had managed to get my hands on.
That's really nice right now for you to have that.
Yeah. I managed to get my hands on a Venusaur card.
Ooh, nice.
Pretty early on. And so I ran a Venusaur themed deck for a long time. And then eventually...
That doesn't shock me.
The vaulted moment came that every kid in that era wanted. I got my hands on a first edition Charizard card. And I had a really good strategy. Venusaur, his power was it lets you move energies. So I'd start the game pretty early, just attaching energies to a Bulbasaur whenever I could, and then it was a grass deck, but I called it Flashfire because I had
Charizard,
Charmeleon, and Charizard.
Right.
Because Charizard's power, all energy attached to him was fire energy. So
you'd build and
I'd build a really good Venusaur, get that. Oh yeah, Ghastly spawns in this too.
Wow.
I'd get a really good Venusaur built up with a lot of energy, and move it to a Charizard, and so every turn I could use his move.
Wow.
And it was really kind of cheap.
Oh, dude, having a Hoot worked brilliantly.
Foresight, yep.
Well, no, it tried to do
oh yeah,
put me to sleep, and it says it doesn't affect.
Yeah.
So nice. And Foresight. So
yeah, I was actually kind of thinking when I could get a Ghastly, because I like Ghost type.
Isn't that your favorite? I'm just joking.
Well, Ghost type is my favorite.
It is. I know. That's why I said that.
I've been known to use various ghost. I think I always have a Ghost type on my team.
Every time. And that's why you always knew I always had a Fire type.
Yeah.
It's just how that was. Oh! Oh! And it got him. That time it got him. Oh my god. I got one more Pokeball. Oh my god. Who's passed out? Asleep. Decided to go to sleep. And it kicked out.
Darn.
Dang it. Well.
So one thing about this.
Well, I guess I just gotta go. That sucks.
Playing side by side is when one of us is doing something that's not super interesting, the other one of us may be.
Yeah, and it's It allows us. What's funny is I'm not even noticing your side, to be honest. I'm, you know, we're sitting here having some good banter and moving along. I gotta go buy more Pokeballs. I didn't realize I was low.
Right.
That sucks. First gas I ran into, and man,
you should treat your Pokemon better. The way you battle is far too harsh. Pokemon are not tools of war.
Oh.
He claims to be the elder, but he's weak. It stands to reason. I'd never lose to fools who babble about being nice to Pokemon. I only care about strong Pokemon that can win.
I forgot how edgy this fucker is.
While I just heal and, you know.
Butt used an escape rope. I forgot I named him Butt.
You know what I almost named mine? Hole. But I didn't. I should have. Okay. So is there not a store in here? A shop?
I think down to the left, I think.
That girl keeps moving in my way. No, that's the... That's the old dude. That's the... They don't have a shop here.
Oh,
dude, you can't... No way.
I'm pretty sure there's a Pokemart somewhere.
It's not. It's not right there. Here's the gym. There it is. I was about to be like, no way, dude. No. Oh, man.
Oh.
So...
Let's see if I can catch a Ghastly.
I'm gonna buy 10 of them. Sure. I'll buy just a few potions. Cool. That's cool. Let's go. Let's go. Alright, back to this tower. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. When I catch a Ghastly, I'm naming it John Cena because it always kicks out. Yep. Boom, boom, boom. I'll just name him Cena.
Cena. Haha,
hey, it kind of works because Ghost, you can't see him, right? So it kind of all works out some weird way.
Its gas-like body, it can sneak into any place it desires. However, it can be blown away by the wind.
That makes no sense.
Yes, give a nickname to Ghastly. Gotta come up with a clever nickname.
Alright. I think Ghastly looks cooler in your game, to be honest. So, Pokemon. Owl. What is Rocky holding? Rocky's holding something. I need to see what that is.
I think he comes with a bitter berry.
Oh. Oh. And he just went to sleep. Okay. It's okay, you can't affect me anyway, so we'll just be patient here.
What can I name a Ghastly? I'm not going to name him Fart.
This is the see. This is when it's a ghost type. He cares what he names his Pokemon. Yeah. You see that? You see that, people? This is awesome. Oh, I use Tackle, but it doesn't affect. Of course. All right, so let's do Foresight. And then... Nope. Swayze.
I know it's not named correctly, but...
Ooh, I almost killed him.
Is it Patrick, Swayze, and Ghost? Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. All right.
Fuck off, Joey. I'm in the middle of something.
Oh my god.
Sprout Tower is a place of trading. People of permits, just a buzz, build bright future, whatever. Say this to every fucker that walks up here. Just allow me to...
Just let me quote this. I memorized it, and I gotta say it now. This thing...
You're just having shit luck with Ghastlies, aren't you?
John Cena, man. Here comes the next finisher. Again. Come on, man. Just stay down.
No, not smoke.
Oh, thank God. 3 balls later. Dude is beating Pokemon down so bad he's going to sleep over here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, these Bellsprout fights are just riveting.
They're just, I mean...
Especially with Spike on the front line here. It's just...
Excuse me.
If I can manage to actually use the right move, they're a piece of cake. But...
Casper.
Casper. Hoot hoot.
Not quite friendly, but that's what makes it ironic. Alright, so Casper's a little jacked up, but it's okay. Let's keep going.
Here's the problem. Oh, fuck. Here's the problem with training Ghastly, though. So I think they come with Hypnosis and Lick to start.
Yeah.
Most of the things that you encounter at this point in the game are normal type.
Yeah.
So it is kind of a pain in the neck.
Excuse me. Yeah.
I can't remember if there's another ghost type that's in this game. I think Ghastly's it. Like Ghastly to Gengar.
Yeah. I think that's it too. Because I know that was the only one in
Red and Blue.
Yeah.
I can't. Duskull? Is Duskull Johto?
I don't know.
I can't remember. There's so many nowadays. It's kind of hard to keep up.
See, I honestly feel like, I mean, I know they gotta grow, but I feel like they're making too many.
I would love to see more variations on what we have and less new Pokemon.
I agree. No, I completely agree. I think it's getting a little too much.
Right.
But that's just, that's just me. But they do make some cool ones, like, like I give them that. But sometimes it's just like, man. And you know what sucks about this tower for me? So Lolong is not effective. He's water.
Yeah.
And earlier I didn't think about it, and I was fighting a Bellsprout, and it hit me with Vine Whip, and I was like, oh, crap. So I'm kind of... Totodile, you punk.
So I stopped Spike from evolving. Just because I want him to learn... I'm trying to remember the move. He learns a move that I want him to learn a lot sooner. So I think it's at level 16.
I wonder if Totodile does that.
I think he does too. He learns a new move sooner.
Oh, he's asleep.
Yeah, his stats aren't quite as good as a Cyndaquil, but...
Or you mean, yeah, Cyndaquil.
Yeah.
I thought Cyndaquil was the original.
Yeah, No, that's what I mean. Like, his stats aren't as good as a Cyndaquil than as a Quilava.
I got you.
Or a Typhlosion. But I'd rather, at this point in the game, him be a little weaker to learn a better move.
Yeah, that'll help you out, because then he'll evolve.
Yeah.
Boom, instantly.
Problem solved.
Yeah.
So,
now that Al finally decided to wake up.
Years ago. Team Rocket. Oh, 3 years, not 5 years.
3 years. Which is about the time frame I would say it took for this one to hit.
It seemed like an eternity.
Yeah.
But I mean, we were young, so.
Oh yeah.
It was painful. Especially because the rumors that were coming out about this, like how big it was and how much you were going to be able to do, and it was in a new region with new Pokemon, and
yeah,
you were going to be able to trade from Red and Blue over, and it was yeah, it was definitely a painful wait back then.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have to. Would you say Ghost would work on plant or grass? It would.
Yeah, I mean it would.
It's not gonna be strong.
Yeah.
Dang it. This little tower here is actually not my friend. Because most of the stuff I have is weak.
Yeah.
Sadly. I think I'm going to still have to use Lolong, though. I'm just going to have to throw him in there. Because he is stronger than these. Oh, this one only has one, though. So that's good. Good.
I don't know why I'm getting Steam notifications. A, Steam shouldn't be running. And B, I have my Steam notifications turned off because
Steam shouldn't be running.
Yeah. I have a friend on Steam who, about this time every night, I don't know if he's been having trouble with this game or what, but for the past couple weeks, with Steam notifications on, I just see is playing whatever this game is. And then a minute later is playing whatever this game is. over and over and over and over and over and over, and it's enough to drive me mad. And I almost want to go, hey, if you're having trouble with this game, maybe I can help you out, just so I stop seeing the notification. It's either that or he keeps rage quitting and then picking it back up, which is just as bad.
Yeah, I would say that's like, dang, dude.
Right. But I think this is actually a pretty good ending point.
Yeah, with your raging here and about to hit this gym.
Yeah,
so.
I'm about to take on Faulkner. I think Keith is pretty close to the top of the tower.
End, so
we'll catch you next time.
Yep, thank you guys.